黙ってあの世で土下座してろ。
Has Tsukasa Hojo seen the final scripts or film and provided any feedback to you? As a friend, is there any pressure or obligation to have his approval?
Yes, he did see this film and he said he liked it very much. I hope it is true.
You hope it's true?
But I believe it was true because Mr. Hojo became really cooperative for promotion after watching the screening.
That sounds really, really supportive. So Netflix has had different successes with manga adaptations. I don't know if you've seen Cowboy Bebop or Yu Yu Hakusho or One Piece. What have you learned from these past experiences, and did it factor into making City Hunter?
Well, of course I've seen all of them, all of the three you said, and not only that, we have seen all of Marvel films, DC films, and local Japanese live action adaptation things. They are so different from each one. The first thing we did was to set the line of reality. We call it reality line, meaning how realistic should we make the show. And of course I've seen Cowboy Bebop, and there were good things, and there were things I liked about it, and there are things I did not really like about it. And we talked about it too. And Yu Yu Hakusho and One Piece was not there when we were developing the project.
There's also another question I'd like to ask. It's regarding Cat's Eye and Umibozu. So they don't appear in this film. Do you see them appearing in the next film? Or do you have any characters you want to see in the next film?
Yeah, well, I have to disagree with what you said about Umibozu. Well, if you watch the film again, you might discover something new about Umibozu. If we are lucky enough to be able to make a sequel, then definitely there will be Umibozu. And there'll definitely be a cafe called Cat's Eye and everything. And the story of sequel is already in my head. It's already in my mind. I've already thought about it. But it's if the audience loves it. So if you watch the show and if you like it, tell everybody around you that you liked it, and maybe send some email to Netflix. Like, I want to see the sequel, I want more,
What's the story that you want to tackle next in the sequel? So you have his early years, his adopted father, or maybe like a standalone anime movie. Do you prefer like a whole new story or something that's already been done?
I think I'll stick to the original manga. It's not only me that develops the sequel script, so I'm not sure, but I hope it will be about who Saeba Ryo is, why he is so strong, and what kind of childhood he spent, and about his father and trauma. But most importantly, like I said, it's gonna be a story about the bond between Ryo and Kaori that grows into love.
So Ryo and Kaori's relationship is the essence of the series. As a fan of the manga, what kind of conversations did you have with the actress and with the director in portraying this in the film?
Well, actually, I said the same thing that you said to the actor Misato Morita. What is really important about City Hunter is our relationship, how the relationship grows between us. Because I was such a big fan of City Hunter, I always thought that the theme of this story is often misunderstood as a story of action. It's a thing about action or, beating up bad guys or revenge or whatever, but it's actually a story of love. In this film, it's a love between three people, me, Kaori, and his brother. It is a story about how we overcome the loss of someone we love, and this bond grows stronger as we fight together for someone you love. And eventually, the story goes, this relationship between Kaori grows into love. So I think I take this story as a love story. And as you read the original comic book or even in the animation, the action part is like this, actually. And the rest of the part is, everything is romantic comedy. Maybe not romantic, but comedy and romantic, right? But I still think it's a story about love.